The American culture is kind of known for being somewhat manic, busy. And I think it's funny, even as technology allows us to do things faster and quicker, we don't often use that for leisure. We tend to fill our time up with other things. And it can be that way with work. I know the American culture can be a bit of a workaholic culture, especially when you travel to other areas of the world. And we all can struggle with that to some extent. Now our work literally goes home with us. It's literally at our fingertips at any point in time, right? Our email, we can process a thought or look something up on the internet. If we're driving with our family, if we're sitting at dinner with our kids, right? We can have a thought pertaining to work, and instead of having to wait to get back to the office the next day, now we can literally just pick up our phone and roll with it. And so there's this push. I think it's a rightful push to say, are we resting enough? Do we know how to rest as Americans in our Western culture, even as believers? Do we know how to take a Sabbath? Do we know how to pursue that rest that God really commands us to take? Rest is an important thing because not only does it rest our bodies and our minds, but it's also a reminder to us that this world doesn't depend on us, that we need to slow down, that we need to take a breath. But I think sometimes we can swing the pendulum, can't we? We're so prone to swinging the pendulum as broken human beings. And when we've seen something abused on one side, we can actually begin to abuse it in a different way, or we can swing the pendulum all the way over to the other side of the equation. And I just want to encourage you today, if you struggle to take a Sabbath, if you struggle to rest, you need to wrestle that to the ground in your life. But I want to say something that may be a little controversial. We weren't created to rest. We weren't created to rest. We were not created to sit around and relax. That is a gift that God has given us. It is something He commands us to do. But we were actually created to work, to serve other people, to add value to the lives of those around us. And so as we learn, especially in the abusive side of our American capitalistic culture, as we learn how to embrace rest, don't allow that to force you to see work as an enemy, to see work as something evil and vile that needs to be limited or pushed down to its lowest levels. Work is actually what God created us for. The Bible says in Genesis 2 that He put us in the garden. He created man and woman, put them in the garden to work it and keep it. So I want to encourage you today to see rest as a gift, to see rest as something to pursue, to something to be embraced as a gift from God, but not to see work as your enemy and something that you need to run from and flee from. We were created to work and keep. And our work every day gives us a chance to honor God and love our fellow man. So just want to maybe help put that in balance this week to help you think about that. Rest. Embrace the gift God has given you, but don't see work as your enemy. Work is actually a beautiful opportunity for you to live out your faith each and every day.